welcome to another episode of Vet in a Van. This episode we are in Cape Range National Park. So left Boolarra Station and come up over the top of Exmouth and down into Cape Range National Park. Now, we were originally just going to go straight up the coast from where we were staying at South Lefroy. And so I'll pop a little map in. I'll pop a map, I think, down there, just so I can show you what we were going to do and what we ended up doing. So you can actually come straight up the coast. So if you're going to go into like South Lefroy and all of those Ningaloo station-based campgrounds, you come in from the bottom, and depending when the grade has gone through, the road can be a bit crazy, right? And so a lot of people will actually come up through there, or come up from the bottom and just keep going. Now, once you get to Yardie Creek, you cross Yardie Creek and it becomes paved. So you get bitumen coming across. So basically, if you're coming up from the south, it's crazy corrugations and whatever, obviously depending when it's been graded, up into Yardie Creek, and then once you get over Yardie Creek, it's like two-wheel drive the whole way. So we didn't end up crossing Yardie Creek originally. We actually went from, have a look behind me, how cool is that? We actually went from where we were at South Lefroy to all the way back out on the Cruddy Road to Boolarra Station, and then we came around the top, and I'll put that in the map there now so you can sort of see you coming over the top. Now, in Cape Range National Park, the whole area is two-wheel drive access. So all of the campgrounds from Yardie Creek all the way up to sort of Mesa and even further up north, they're all two-wheel drive accessible. So with that, it just means that you get, I guess, different types of travellers. So they're much more accessible sites, put it that way. Yes, my man? Okay, but anyway, I am jibber-jabbering. So that's just to give you a bit of perspective about where we've been travelling and what we've been doing. So this episode's entirely about the southern side of Cape Range National Park. So basically, we go down to Yardie Creek, we check out all those campsites along there. We stayed at North Mandu, we stayed at Kurrajong, and that's pretty much what this episode's about. We're at Mesa now, and we're just checking out the more northern side, but I'll probably have to put that in another episode because we've got heaps of footage. So anyway, I've been talking too much. This is beautiful. We're going to go check out the rocks, see what's fishing like here. But yes, Cape Range National Park, Southern Point. Enjoy. And here we are, back on the beach, or close to the beach. So we've come up over from Boolarra Station, come up past Exmouth, spent a day at the emergency department with Toby's arm, then over the top, and now down to Cape Range National Park at Kurrajong campgrounds. So yeah, going to be here for the next week, back on the beach, which is good. Did you catch any fish this time? No. Oh, the shark. Oh, that's not too bad.
Old late next week got a nice spangly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about 500 on.
Oh, we didn't get nothing.
Bugger.
That's all right.
All right.
But yeah, so check this out. We had a fish this morning. I don't think the fishing out there is very good, but guys next to us caught some stuff, so maybe we're just crappy fishermen. But this is just next to our campsite. Gotta love the little viewing platform for the sunset, and then behind you've got the incredibly picturesque Ningaloo Coast, which is just, beautiful. And as you probably saw walking up here, you've got Cape Range in the background, and Cape Range is just gorgeous. So we'll go check out the gorges and all that other stuff later on. But today we're just going to head into the info centre and just sort of plan out a bit, because we're going to be around this area for a couple of weeks really, but this campground next 5 days. So I'd say this episode will just be the southern end of Cape Range National Park. So enjoy. So you probably can't make it out too well behind me, but we've come out to Pilgriman Gorge because we wanted to see if we could see some of these black-footed rock wallabies. And look, just there, there's one there, and there's two little babies just hanging around next to it. So the gorge is right next to our campsite at Kurrajong. So I'll pop some photos in. But like, just have a look at this gorge, man. This is like spectacular. We'll come back at golden hour just so that the sunset hits the rocks. There's this huge wedge-tailed eagle just cruising around up there. And then there's rock wallabies just checking us out. I don't think they're too sure about us. We'll keep our distance and leave them alone. Go have a look at this gorge, eh? It's gorgeous. So it's actually the black flanked rock wallaby. I think I got that right now. But have a look at the colour of these rocks. Just the red on them is stunning, absolutely stunning. I'm definitely going to have to come back down here on sunset and pop some shots in, because when that golden light hits these rocks, I mean, it's beautiful now with the contrast of the red onto the blue sky, but I reckon it'll be even more amazing later on. Apparently back in the droving days, they used to bring all the sheep in here when they were rounding them up, because they knew that they could put them in here and then they just had to block this entrance, and I could park them here overnight or hold them here in this sort of pen gorge until they could ship them out. So I think further in there's a whole lot of old farming stuff left over from the droving days, but it is pretty beautiful, as you can see. So we've swapped sheep invading our campsite for gorillas invading our campsite. And I think they seem to know when dinner is, and they just kind of cruise in and see if they're going to get any food. And if you don't give them any, they bugger off. But they flew away. Yeah, but there's lots of very, very tame gorillas around here, so I'm guessing they get fed, which you shouldn't do. Good morning. Good morning. So, windy night last night. It's interesting.
Teared out two of my teeth.
And look, check this out. We've lost not one but two front teeth. So the tooth fairy came last night.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. But it tricked us.
It tricked us. It did. wasn't there first thing in the morning, but then, yeah, look at that, $5 for the first tooth and $2 for every subsequent tooth. Apparently is the contract the tooth fairy is currently running. Pretty cool. But yeah, so windy last night. The weather's come good, but it's windy, so you know, take the good with the bad. So today we're going to try and do some hikes. A hike. Which hike? Mandu Mandu. So it's only a couple of Ks. We'll put Toby up on the big hiking backpacky thing so his arm's okay. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some shelter from this wind, or hopefully the wind will die down a bit. But, Mandu Mandu. So yeah, we'll get ourselves organised, pack ourselves a lunch, and then go for a bit of a hike to explore Cape Range. Mandu Mandu Gorge. So there's two gorges pretty much right next to each other. Was it Mandu Mandu and what was the first one that we went? Pilgriman. So they're both gorgeous. I think Mandu Mandu is probably... Mandu Mandu is probably the pick of the two for as far as scenery is concerned, because this is like the white rocks and the white river rocks, and then the red cliffs, the blue sky, and the green gums is pretty spectacular. But the smaller one down there is where all the rock wallabies are. So worth checking them both out, because we haven't seen any rock wallabies here yet, and there were heaps down at the other spot. But well worth coming to have a look at. I mean, look at this. That is pretty amazing. It's about 3 Ks, so, but it's, you know, uneven terrain, so I don't know how long it'll take us, but we got lunch just in case, and it's only like 9 o'clock, so at least we're prepared. Okay, so made it to the top of Mandu Mandu Gorge. The view's amazing, but the wind is next level. So I'm just going to come down to this bit just below the top, because I think it's all sheltered down here. Check this out though. How cool is that, huh? So you can see like how the gorge runs all the way out into the ocean. And the beautiful white, I was saying before, the white against the red is just spectacular. Well worth checking out on a good day that's not as windy as today. So I did the walks, they were great, the gorges were amazing, came back here, had a fish, not a thing. The guy next to us has been getting on to Spangles like every time he goes out, but we got nothing. So anyway, fishing here is a bit of a duster. But what's for dinner? What is for dinner? Because probably we were going to have fish and chips, but well, the fishing didn't work out properly. So we're going with our own creation. So Tanya and I discussed this at length while we were fishing. And we've gone a potato jam base, followed by some cheese, followed by some onion, followed by some bacon, followed by some beer battered chicken, followed by some more cheese. Oh, and some peas, so we can have veggies and some peas. So if I die of a heart attack this afternoon, then thanks for watching. It's been great, but it's gonna be delicious. I don't think I'll B-roll this either, because like It's gonna look disgusting now. Oh, and gravy. I'm gonna put gravy on it too. It sounds delicious. And wash it down with the beer. So I guess I'm not going to show you all of that because it's like gluttony. So we'll see you in the morning. So we've come up a whole probably 3 or 4 k's up the road from Kurrajong campsite where we've just spent the last 5 days to Tulki Beach campsite. And like, look at this, man. This is gold. So the sites are a bit close together, but that's all right. You can live with that. Naughty plant. They like the camp hosts have. It's even like patterned. They've raked out the site for us, which is gorgeous. Little table there, which is kind of cool. And Eli, making his little sharpening stick.
I crafted a spear.
He's gone all Lord of the Flies on us. And then obviously the beach is just there. So this is a sanctuary zone here. Yeah, sanctuary zone here. So no fishing, no spearing, no anything. I think maybe there's line fishing. We'll have to double check whether it's a recreational zone or not. I think it's sanctuary zone here. But that doesn't matter. You can it's 2-minute drive either direction to get to spots where you can line fish. Still haven't got onto my spangled yet. Caught a massive bonefish yesterday, which I'll probably show you later on when we cook it. But yeah, today going into town, got a few things to do, and then tomorrow we'll check out the area. No trip to the Ningaloo Coast would be complete without crossing Yardie Creek. So we were supposed to cross here like a week ago when we were coming up from South Lefroy to Osprey, but obviously we ended up going around because of the weather and went to Ballara Station instead. So we've just come down here today to just explore the area, and we've got the kayak, got the inflatable kayak on board, so we'll pump that up, we'll chuck it in, we'll go for a paddle up Yardie Creek, just have a look around. The weather's not fantastic. It was supposed to be fine today, but easy come, easy go. So just let the tyres down just to be safe. You don't want to be that guy that gets stuck in the creek. And we'll go for a bit of a paddle. And so here we are, the end of the Yardie Creek Gorge. It's so peaceful and quiet. Yeah. If you're around, you should, it's definitely well worth doing if you've got a kayak. I know a lot of people have their kayaks and they're just strapped to the roof the whole time. Even a paddleboard, a stand-up paddleboard would be awesome just to chill down here on a nice quiet day. It's just like glass. So, highly recommended. And then just meander back, which is what we're about to do. What do you guys think of the canoeing up Yardie Creek?
Good.
Yeah?
Really good.
All right. It was actually, I'd definitely say get there in the morning though, because it gets packed. When we got back, it was, there was no one in the car park when we got there at like 7 o'clock. It was packed when we got back. But anyway, so gonna head up to Turquoise Bay now and do some snorkeling. So we've had some lunch and we're gonna do some snorkeling. High tide is at 5:30? 5:30. So we're gonna do just a couple of hours of snorkeling, come back, cook our bonefish, and then we're going to go fish the high tide and hopefully get onto a monster, which I've now just jinxed it, so we're probably not going to catch anything. So, what's for dinner? Look at this guy. So that's our bonefish.
It smells lucky.
It smells like fish. That's our bonefish from not yesterday, the other day. So I'm going to cook him up whole Thai style in the oven. I may actually have to shorten him, but I want to show you that. And then we're going to go fishing, try and catch the high tide. And then we're going to head off to... Where are we going tomorrow? Mesa campgrounds tomorrow. So pack up tonight because I've got to go. We're getting the van service tomorrow, so got to get the van into Exmouth by 8 o'clock. So we've got to theoretically leave here at 7. So that's going to be exciting. We'll see how that goes. And so that's it for this episode. Next episode we'll continue doing sort of the northern bit of Cape Range, but also the top of the Exmouth Gulf and some of the bits on the other side that we didn't get to see. Bit of full driving and whatnot. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. What I'll do is, there's a bunch of footage. We did actually go up and do the golden hour up at, what was the gorge, Tarns? The Pilgriman Gorge, and got some really beautiful footage. So I will leave you with some of the amazing footage of Pilgriman Gorge, because it was just gorgeous. And also one of the sunsets we got, sunrises we got as well, that I don't think I'll put in, so I'll drop that in there too. But yeah, catch you next time.